Okay, so are you ready to dive into the sneaky verse?
Always up for a trip to the Sneakyverse.
Today we've got a story about Ken.
Our resident Sneaky Link man
Right.
embroiled in a little domestic dispute.
Little is an understatement.
Okay, maybe not so little.
It involves a frying pan, a desperate call for help.
And a rescue mission that spans dimensions.
Yeah, it's a wild ride, so buckle up.
You know what I find really interesting about these Sneakyverse stories?
What's that?
It's the way they mix these really ordinary details
Mm-hmm.
with these kind of wild, high-concept ideas.
Yeah, like what? What do you mean?
We'll take Ken's communication device of choice.
Oh, you're talking about the flip phone.
A flip phone, exactly.
In the age of smartphones and everything else?
It's practically an antique.
Totally.
You'd think a Sneaky Link man.
Someone who's all about being under the radar.
Exactly. Would be rocking the latest tech.
Yeah,
But nope, there's Ken,
sticking with the classics, I guess.
rocking that retro flip phone. It's almost like a statement.
Like he's making a point.
Yeah, like a commitment to old school sneakiness.
You know, I never thought about it that way.
There's a certain irony to it, though, don't you think?
What?
This dedication to secrecy through a device that practically screams for attention.
That's true. Nobody uses those anymore.
Not unless you're trying to be really inconspicuous, right?
Right. Which I guess is the point. But it does make you wonder about the rules of this sneaky verse.
What rules?
Like, is tech even really a thing?
Or are we dealing with something, I don't know, more interdimensional?
Maybe. But let's come back to that, okay?
Yeah.
Because before we go too far down the theoretical rabbit hole, we've got to address the elephant in the room.
The flip phone.
No, well, yes, but I was talking about Ken's downfall.
Oh, right.
His wife.
And her evidence.
It seems she's been collecting evidence. We're talking texts, receipts, the whole 9 yards.
That phone bill was the nail in the coffin.
Oh, yeah, that was the final straw.
One too many calls to a mysterious number.
Busted. And this is where things get really real.
No more playful sneakiness. This is a full-blown confrontation.
She goes after him with a frying pan.
You know it's serious.
You can't mess around when someone brings a frying pan into an argument. But Ken, ever resourceful,
Always quick on his feet.
manages to dodge her attack and send out a distress signal.
And that's where the sneaky verse gets really interesting.
It expands beyond what we thought possible.
Exactly. It's easy to think of Ken as a lone wolf.
Yeah, operating in his own little bubble of sneakiness.
But that distress signal,
What does that tell us?
it tells us that he's not alone. There's a whole network out there
A brotherhood of sneaky link men.
ready to answer the call.
They've got each other's backs.
Always.
And answer it they do. Enter Kev.
Sneaky Link man from Earth 6, of course.
Just strolling down an alleyway, completely casual.
When bam.
He gets the alert.
Right on his wrist, no less.
No time for questions, no hesitation.
Just instant action.
He hits a button on this holographic device.
And in a flash of light,
And he's gone.
just like that.
Now think about that for a second.
A distress signal that can cross dimensions.
It's mind-blowing. What does that even mean?
It implies a level of interconnectedness.
Between dimensions that we
Yes.
can barely even imagine.
Technology
Or something beyond technology.
that we haven't even dreamed of yet.
Right. So many questions. But back to our story. Ken's lying there.
Probably thinking, this is it, game over.
And then suddenly, a figure appears.
Hooded, cloaked,
Mysterious.
intercepting the villainous wife mid-swing.
Okay, about making an entrance.
That's how you make an entrance.
But who is this mysterious savior?
Is it an ally?
An enemy?
We're left hanging
Ken too.
until that hood comes down. And when that hood comes down,
Who is it?
it's not some interdimensional warrior or a superpowered being.
Don't keep me in suspense.
It's another Sneaky Link man
Of course.
in all his blonde wigged glory.
I love that reveal so much.
It's such a great visual, isn't it?
It's perfect. And it's so significant too.
Oh,
Well, it's like in that moment, Ken realizes he's not alone.
right.
That there's someone else out there, somewhere.
On another Earth,
Yeah, exactly. Who gets it? Who gets him?
another Sneaky Link man living that double life.
And the wigs.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice touch. Ken with his sandy brown.
And Kev with the blonde.
Subtle differences.
But it just highlights that even within this brotherhood,
This fraternity of sneakiness.
there's still room for individuality.
Of course, they're not a hive mind.
And then the head nod. No words needed.
Just pure understanding.
A shared experience.
It speaks volumes, doesn't it?
It really does. It says so much about their connection.
The unspoken code they live by.
Trust, loyalty, knowing that no matter what,
No matter what dimension you're from.
another sneaky link man always has your back.
Always.
And boy, do they need each other in this scene.
Ken's wife is no pushover.
Definitely not someone to mess with. Especially not with a frying pan.
But against two sneaky link men,
It's game over.
the odds aren't exactly in her favor.
What I find interesting about this fight scene, though,
What's that?
is how well their fighting styles complement each other.
Yeah, it's like they were made to fight together.
Ken's got those quick jabs and evasive maneuvers.
The sneaky strike.
So fast.
And Kev's bringing more of a powerful, direct approach.
Like a 1-2 punch.
They're unstoppable, like a well-choreographed dance.
Except with more frying pans.
And interdimensional travel, obviously. And we can't forget the humor.
Right.
They never take themselves too seriously.
Even when they're fighting off an angry spouse.
They find a way to make it fun.
That's the sneaky link way.
It's what makes them so relatable, right?
Totally. These guys, they've got this amazing ability to just roll with the punches.
To find humor in the chaos.
And to ultimately come out on top.
Which is exactly what they do.
They finish her off with this epic combo move.
Sending the villainous wife flying back into a bookshelf.
Talk about going out with a bang.
Quite the finale. But it's what happens next that I find really interesting.
Oh, tell me more.
Well, the fight is over, right?
The adrenaline's still pumping.
They take a moment, these two sneaky link men from different worlds. There's just this sense of camaraderie, you know?
A shared sense of relief, maybe.
Yeah, and maybe even a little bit of pride.
They did just save each other from a world of hurt.
Not to mention a mountain of paperwork.
Right. Can you imagine those insurance claims? Reason for damage. Just a multi-dimensional marital dispute, no big deal.
The adjuster would definitely raise an eyebrow.
No kidding. So what happens to Ken and Kev?
Well, in true sneaky link man fashion.
They disappear.
Not quite yet. Ken checks his phone.
Probably to see if it's broken, right?
Probably. And he just shrugs, totally nonchalant.
Guess I need a new phone. Like it's just another Tuesday.
Amazing, isn't it? After all that chaos.
They just brush it off.
That's the sneaky link man way.
They've got this incredible ability to compartmentalize.
Embrace the absurdity of their situation.
Without letting it, consume them.
Exactly. They just roll with the punches.
And with a wink and a knowing glance,
They're gone.
vanished.
Leaving us to ponder the mysteries of the Sneakyverse.
And what a universe it is. Full of secret societies.
Interdimensional travel.
And of course, those trusty flip phones. It makes you wonder what else is out there, doesn't it? What other secrets is the Sneakyverse hiding?
Maybe there are rules, hierarchies.
An interdimensional handbook for aspiring sneaky link men.
Now that would be something to see.
The possibilities are endless.
And that's the beauty of the Sneakyverse.
It keeps us guessing, keeps us on the edge of our seats.
Always another adventure waiting around the corner.
Well said. So the next time you think you see a sneaky link man,
Don't look away.
you might just be right. Until next time, stay curious and stay sneaky.